What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lineman Football, and we got some stuff to talk about today. Let's jump right in. Now, the first story I want to talk about this week is super quick news. So next year, the NFL draft will be moving from Chicago, where it is now, to Philadelphia. Now, they haven't come out a lot about what's going to change in it, though, although the date is set for April 27th to 29th. The only thing that we know that will obviously remain constant is the fans relentlessly booing Roger Goodell. And I'm so sorry if you're a Minnesota Vikings fan, if you obviously found out this week that in a non-contact drill, Teddy Bridgewater did his standard drop back, and unfortunately he fully tore his ACL, dislocated his knee, and did other structural damage. Now, the good thing is, though, they said there is no nerve damage or no arterial damage, which was proved from an MRI, although he will miss the entire 2016 season, and the Vikings have put him on season-ending injured reserve. And the whole team was crazy shook by this. Like, there was guys praying, there was guys crying, there was throwing helmets, all while they were waiting for the ambulance to show up. And that obviously shows how much of an impact he had on the team, both on and off the field. Now, there is a little bit of a silver lining to this, though. From this, they got a ton of trades thrown their way for quarterbacks that apparently were super outrageous at what people were wanting, just to give them like a backup quarterback. But they were able to snag one out of the mix. So the Vikings have traded for Sam Bradford from the Philadelphia Eagles, and in exchange, the Philadelphia Eagles will be getting Vikings' 29th overall pick in the 2017 draft in the first round, and their 4th round pick in the 2018 draft. Hopefully Bradford can be the savior that they obviously need right now and help pick these guys up, because they were looking pretty damn good for playoffs. And it is finally over. Literally, I could have covered this every single week as something small and new came out, but I decided I'm just going to leave it all to the end, put it all together, and thank God it's finally over. So it came out this week that James Harrison, Clay Matthews, and Julius Peppers have all been cleared of the NFL player-enhancing drug scandal that they're involved in, based on the Al Jazeera America report released back in January. And I say it's over, but it's really not. Like, with this, there's actually still a lot that is going to be determined, which could go way into the offseason of after the season. It could be through the season. We don't really know. And there's two main things that are still being determined. How far is Roger Goodell going to go to keep doing this kind of stuff? And how much power is he going to be hungry for? Like, he threatened the players with suspensions if they wouldn't cooperate with them, even though their only piece of evidence for this was already partially disproven, because Peyton Manning was already cleared of it and he was involved in the same report, and that was their only piece of evidence. And even the NFL Players Association told them to not cooperate, and even they'll deal with the suspension issues. That's how power hungry he's being right now. So there's a lot more issues than just this. This is just scratching the surface on the power hungry issues that Goodell is having right now. So there's still a lot to be determined with him. The other thing that's still going to be determined is if any of these players are actually going to sue Al Jazeera America. They could say this either partially tarnished their reputation, it disrupted their off-seasons workouts, right? They could spin this in a way where they say, if they have a bad season, they could say, I had a bad season because you guys were disrupting my off-season workouts, and now I don't get paid, and now you guys owe me $5 million. They could, they could spin it that way if they really want to, or they might just give up and say, it's done, let's get back to football. Okay, now we have a lot of signings for this week, so let's buckle down. The first one is Bears have extended Kyle Long to a 4-year, $40 million contract with $30 million guaranteed. Moments after Denver Broncos dropped Mark Sanchez, the Cowboys picked him up for a 1-year, $2.5 million deal. Broncos then also signed new backup quarterback Austin Davis to a 1-year deal with no numbers. Browns signed Stephen Paye to a 4-year, $21 million deal. Browns also picked up former Broncos punter Britton Colquitt for a 1-year deal. And days after the Colts just re-signed Stephen Ridley, they've already released him, so I'm not really sure what happened there. Browns have also traded Justin Gilbert to the Steelers for a 2018 6th round pick. Obviously, we already went over the Sam Bradford trade, but if you skipped that part of the show for some reason, the Minnesota Vikings have signed Sam Bradford, and in exchange, the Eagles are getting a 1st round pick in 2017 and a 4th round pick in 2018. Saints have picked up Paul Kruger for a 1-year, $3 million deal with another $2 million in incentives. Panthers added some more to their secondary with Stevie Brown, and they sent him to a 1-year deal with no numbers. Now, the Steelers have restructured Antonio Brown's contract. So this year, they've given him another $4 million, which they were going to give him in the 2017 year. So now that makes him making $10.25 million this year. And I think the reason they're doing this because he only has 2 years left on his contract this year in the 2017 year. And they're probably looking at doing some extension talks. So that was maybe to move some money around to help maybe free up some cap space next year to give him more money, something like that. And the Ravens also have picked up Devin Hester for a 1-year deal. Now, they didn't say how much the salary is, but they said in total with entire incentives, it's around $4 million. So there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lineman Football. If you really like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you loved it though, please share it and show it to all your friends, as that is a major help to me. If you like my LF shirts, don't forget to wait till the end of the video. Follow me on Instagram at Lineman Football. And as always, thanks.